Hi everyone, so today I'm just going to do a Kim Kardashian tutorial on how to get hair like this, all nice and voluminous. It's on my YouTube profile picture that I did a blog post about this hair in May, I think, of this year. So now I'm doing videos, I thought I'd give a tutorial. So it was also Drew Hunter as well, who said he'd like to see it. You should all go and check his channel out because it's really good. And I also thought I'd mention that you can't really see it because the light's completely different than in the tutorial, because I didn't realise it was going to get dark this quickly, but it's now winter, so it is. Yeah, I'm also wearing on my lips that you can't really tell. It looks a bit weird on me, but I know everyone has this lipstick, and I know Kim Kardashian wears this because I remember seeing a tutorial of hers on YouTube that her makeup artist does. And it's by MAC in Glaze, and it's Hue, and it looks like this, and everyone's got this on YouTube. It's really, really pale. I don't think it suits me that much, so I've kind of stopped wearing it, or I just wear lip gloss over the top of it. And I'm also wearing lots of bronzer, but you can't tell because the lighting's rubbish. So anyway, the lighting's okay in the actual tutorial, so I hope you like it, and please comment and subscribe if you like this video. Bye! Okay, so to start off, I've already clipped my hair up into a half ponytail and then just clipped it on top of my head. And I've already started with this section, so this section's all curly, if you can see that. And then now I'm going to start with this half, so just make sure you've got all your hair just here. And I'm going to start with Aussie Take the Heat Leave-In spray, and I'm just going to spray that just from quite a distance. I'm just going to brush that in with my hands. Then I usually start from the back, and then I'm just going to grab my GHD and then put it quite far up at the top and then twist it and keep on twisting it all the way down my hair, and I think you just have to keep on moving. So you've created a curl here. And I think this just takes a lot of practice, really. It's easier with the less amount of hair you have. Again, you can use curlers if you've got curlers, and you can also use any straightener because they've all go up to really high heat now. Also, it doesn't matter if any bits fall out like mine are doing. Like there's a straight bit in that one. You can just take them out and recurl that. It's only a tiny bit, but so there you go. If you can see that, it's quite a tight curl there. I think it's probably easier to do it with an actual curler, because then you can get it a bit more tighter. And I like to roll it up as well, just so it keeps the heat in, and then do that so you can still see the curl there. Now a lot of people spray like every single curl, and they do it quite close to the hair. Now I hate doing this mainly because I think the heat of the hair, the weight of the hairspray just kind of drags it down a lot more. So I wait until I've done everything and then I'll spray it all over. So I do think that less is definitely more, especially when you're curling. However, my hair is quite textured, so it does keep the curl quite well. Like I can sleep on this and it'll still have the same kind of curl in the morning. But I know for some hair types, especially people with thin hair, it can drop out so easily. So I think then I probably would spray it, but I'd spray it from a distance. So I'm just going to spray all these. And I'm just using L'Oreal Paris Elnet Satin, which is the shower call. I've had this for ages. I'm going to shake them. Just going to spray it about that far away. And then scrunch it up at the ends. You can see. So there's still some little ones that aren't straightened properly, curled, so I'm just going to go over those. Like that. Okay, so I'm just going to do the same, and I'm just going to go right around my head now. Okay, so I've just sectioned it off again because my hair's so thick I have to section it in like a million sections, but you don't have to do this. You can probably let your hair down and then just do the second bit just as normal if your hair's different to mine. Okay, so I've just separated this from the ones that I've curled, and I think it's important to mention that I'm not brushing these curls through right now. I'm just leaving them literally just as they're curled. So just pop those there. I'm just going to do the same thing again. So I'm just going to, I've already applied some heat protector to this, the Aussie one. I think this technique I'm using to like curl my hair is kind of like when you wrap in a present and you've got a ribbon on it and you use some scissors to like go down to make it curly. I always think of it like this. It's kind of like the same technique in a way. You just have to keep on moving it. So it just takes a lot of practice. It took me ages. I remember first being taught how to curl with GHGs and I didn't understand it at all. And also one person told me a really strange way of doing it. Like you curl your hair up in like a ring or something and then put your GHGs over it and then twist it in some ridiculous way. I was like, okay. But this is how we were taught to do it in college, so it must be right. You can just achieve so many different curls from this way though, like loose curls, tight curls, and anything you want. Everybody does them completely different, which is nice. And I always like to do curls away from my face, just like this bit here. It gives it a bit more volume as well. There are different kind of volume sprays you can get. I think there's a Charles Worthington one, and that's quite good. I don't really like the smell of it though, and sometimes I think if you put too much product on your hair it just falls so easily and so quickly. So I always like to achieve volume with a big barrel brush like this from when you're drying your hair. It does take a long time, but I think that's the best kind of way of getting volume to your hair, and then just spraying it lightly over the top, or if you want to back comb it, but I wouldn't recommend that because it ruins your hair. So I'm just going to do this side as well, and I'll probably speed this video up so it's not boring. Okay, so now you've got to the top bit, and wherever your parting is, just section it off. I always like mine to be a side parting. So that's what I'm going to do. This is the thinnest bit, so I was going to do that one first. also think the best way of achieving this kind of curl is with rollers, either heated rollers or just normal rollers. Mainly because you get the volume with those kind of rollers. These Velcro ones, I don't really like using Velcro ones, but they do the same effect. Like S Walker Makeup, she did a video tutorial on how to use the Velcro rollers, but I just think they're a bit messy because they just get stuck in your hair, especially loads of hairspray that you spray on. But they really do get the best volume, especially if you put them in damp and then blow dry them all over. But you really need one of those, the head blow dryers, to get it really voluminous. So I've just done that side there, and that is quite voluminous up top. To get it like that, I just put the GHD underneath it as close as I can and just twist it round like that, just so it creates some kind of volume up there. So I'm just going to spray it really quickly, just this side. Like so, and now I'm just going to do the next side. Again, I might have to section this off because my hair's so thick it won't curl properly. Okay, now because this bit's thick, I'm just going to spray just along here by my roots. And then just ruffle it up just like that. You can see there's a lot of volume there. Take this bit down. Okay, now with these bits here, some people have like it quite short. Now I know Kim Kardashian, she has these bits just under here, and all she does with them is just like has them flicked back, but I can't do that, so I'm just gonna try and half curl it just at the ends, and then move it away from my face like that, so it kind of has that effect. That. Okay, now I'm just going to spray that all over. Okay, so now I've curled all of my hair, so it's in quite tight curls. As you can see, the length of it's come right up here. I'm going to use this paddle brush, just anyone will do, or any kind of brush I guess, just not a comb. I'm going to it's going to look a bit weird, but I'm going to tip my head over and then brush it. So I'll just show you if I can what I'm going to do. I'm going to tip my hair over like that and then just brush it out. Okay, and then if I come back up, you can see that all those curls have just come out here. And just come into like a really loose wave. You can see that from the back. So that's basically all I do, and then I just spray it. Like so, and then you can just arrange them to how you want them. But it's kind of giving you a bit of volume if you just tip your head over, and then you can also spray it when you've got your hair tipped over, as well as you kind of brushing out the curls and making them a bit more voluminous and a bit more longer, so you get this look with it. So then you just kind of keep on arranging them to suit you and how you want, and obviously you can keep it in. I think if you're going for a night out or anything, I'd keep them in like the tight curls for a really long time until you're going out, and then you do that last step, which is just brushing them out and then spraying them all over with hairspray, just so that they'll last longer. And that's it. So I hope you like that tutorial, and I hope that it's been useful. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.